Hey everyone, welcome to the Fix or Repair DIY channel. It happens to the best of us. We start out with a new truck and a beautiful interior. We're taking care of it and cleaning it every day like a new baby. And then life gets in the way. Tools get thrown into the crew seat. You mean to clean it up that night, but you're tired and you'll get to it this weekend, right? Life gets in the way again, and it gets worse. And the same thing happens to your truck bed, right? Well, I just got my truck a few weeks ago and it's already starting to accumulate random stuff and get cluttered up. So I did something about it this week with the addition of a Yeacool Underseat storage bag, which goes under the rear split crew seat. So here's the solution to my problem with all this junk and clutter, is the Yeacool Underseat storage bag for the SuperCrew. Now this will work with any version of the SuperCrew because it's got the leg room under there, and it works for definitely Ford F-150s that have the split back seat, and some other brands as well too. But again, my truck is a Ford F-150 22 XLT SuperCrew, and it works perfectly for this. So what we have here is we have, these Velcro dividers, which we can split up and we can adjust to whatever we need. We have a number of pockets here as well too on the front. So these will be right down by the passenger's feet that they can get into things. And you've also got some mesh pockets that are up here, especially for things like clothes, which you can stick in here. And what's cool about this is that you can make this a kind of a grab and go. So you make this as a go bag sitting under the back seat. Now I'm not going to set it up that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strap this to my back seat, to the frame behind it, so it's not going to move anywhere. People are not going to kick it around. It's not going to slide around with anything else. So what kind of things can we stick in here to unclutter our truck? Let's take a look. Okay, I've got this big extension cord, and since I've got a power boost with a 7.2 kilowatt generator in here, you can't not drive around with an extension cord. So I want to put this in the middle to kind of center the weight. So I'm going to move these things out of the way temporarily, set up the extension cord in here, and it's going to take up about that much space, and then recenter everything. So we'll set up these dividers for that. Okay, we've got an extension cord and it's got its own little home in here. Now we've got some other basic items. This is an air compressor, which I've had for I don't know how many years, and I've never had to use it. But there we go. We've got its own little space for an air compressor. Here's an old set of jumper cables that I've had for quite some time. This will be a great home for these jumper cables. So we'll fit them into here. Gotta have jumper cables. Now I'm gonna set up a bunch of tools that I have. Now these are just spare tools, and this is what you should do. Like, don't take the best tools that you have. Just get something which you can spare in your shop. Leatherman, got a set of slip joint pliers. We've got some electrical tape. We of course have some duct tape. We've got a tire plug kit in here. Just, some old crappy rusty screwdrivers, which wouldn't be used in your shop anyway, so put them into your truck. Here's a trim separator, tape measure, junction blocks, a flare, just in case we need a flare. Good place to have one. Here's a set of shop towels. You never know when you need a set of shop towels. Something else I'm going to include in here is, as I change out the bulbs in here, I've got a number of incandescent or halogen bulbs that are part of this truck. I'm going to replace them with LEDs, and when I do, I want to keep the stock ones in the packaging. Just in case we have a burnout or something like that, why not keep the old bulbs around, keep them handy. There we go, it's got its own home. Okay, let's move this to the back seat of the SuperCrew. Okay, I'm in the back seat of my truck, and we're going to raise the seat up
And you can see this is the space where this bag is going to be. Now we can still keep the storage back here for some random straps and cables, things like that. So that's all good. And in fact, I've got some straps over there I need to put in the bag. But what I want to do is I want to use this beam here to strap the bag around. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So you can see that I've run this strap from the bag underneath and around this frame member, which is the support for the rear seat. I'm going to do the same thing with this strap over here. And then I've got, so it's anchored in. I can zip this up, set this up here, and then that's how it's going to be under the seat. And now you can see how it fits in. I can put my gloves down here, grab them anytime I need it. And it doesn't really get into the foot space very much at all in the back SuperCrew. So there's plenty of foot space down here. You're not going to be kicking it. It's all nicely fit under there, and it's a great place for the tools and very easy to access, of course, by just pulling up on the back bench seat, and then it's accessible. And of course, like I said, you can not strap it in, and you can make this a go bag, and you're ready to go in 10 seconds. So there you go. That is the Yeacool Underseat SuperCrew storage bag, which I'm very happy that I've got. See you in the next video.